day. These are all been live, by the way. This is day 10 of Black Inventors, and all these have been live. So this has been fun and educational, hopefully for you, but definitely educational for me. And like the video, share and subscribe, please. But let's get into today's inventor. His name is Jerry Lawson, right? And let's get into a little bit of his background, right? He was born in New York in 1940. His parents encouraged his interest in science and to get a good education. And so that's always a good thing, right? To have a good family background to support you and say, hey, man, we see your interest in science and this, continue it, follow it, do it, right? And he grew up as a teen living in Queens. And what he used to do was he used to repair people's televisions for income. So that's already showing how smart of a young man he was already, repairing televisions for people and getting that paper, which is kind of cool, making your own hustle. Um, at the age of 18, he built his own radio station. What? Yeah, like you have Power 106 and stuff like that on the East Coast, and the Breakfast Club, iHeartRadio. Like he built his own radio station from parts that he bought from the local electronics store. Now, this young man was very bright. That's amazing. I have no idea how he did that, but he did it according to the research that I found. Built his own radio station. Who knows how far it went, but obviously he found the hertz, lined it up, and did it. And that is just super amazing, right? Pretty damn amazing, I'd say. What's something that I find very interesting is that he attended college, but he never finished. He never finished. And I just want to let that be known to you guys. Like, you can go to college, you can finish, get your education. But the thing is if you have a dream and the mind to do it and knock it out, you can do it. There's so many brilliant people who have done it and continue to do it. So don't let one thing stop you from being successful. And as you'll see, Jerry Lawson is a person who didn't let education stop him as well. By 1970, even though he never finished his college education, he started working for Silicon Valley, which is the Bay Area, San Francisco, for a video company called Fairchild. He had created a coin-operated video game for them eventually called Demolition Derby, which I assume is like the cars driving, crash, monster truck. That's what I'm assuming. He became their chief hardware designer and director of engineering and marketing. Yeah, for someone who didn't finish their college education. But he had the skills. That's what it is. The skills to pay the bills. Remember that, folks. You gotta have the skills to pay the bills. Yes, 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 yes. The skills to pay the bills. He had the skills to pay the bills. And he proved himself. You can't just get into these positions by not proving yourself. And by being one of the only black men in the industry, you really have to prove yourself. Right? And so he did that. He became chief hardware designer and director of engineering and marketing for the Fairchild video game company. By the mid-70s, he led the development of the Fairchild's Channel F console. And for you, consoles are like PlayStation, Xbox, the things that we have at home. He was one of the first people to help develop the Fairchild's F console to play at home, right? This is groundbreaking at the time. And this console will be the first console to come with the interchangeable games, right? If you guys are old enough, you have the Nintendo where you go, plug it in, boom, Duck Hunt, Mario Brothers, Street Fighter. Yes, he is the man behind the development of creating the interchangeable games. It never existed before that. It never existed before that. Before, what consoles would do is they would have all the games already programmed into the console already. So that way you just play and go, which is kind of cool, right? But the biggest part about these interchangeable games is that it probably wasn't as beneficial for the customer as it was for the company. Because this way, now if people wanted to play two games, they'd have to pay for two games. So it became more revenue incentive for these companies to start doing it. And so this made companies more rich and more wealthy by having multiple games being played and bought, right, for these consoles. And so what was also cool is that they never got damaged when you would do it. Well, yeah, More so than not. You know what I mean? We all have our issues with the back in the day if you're old enough, or if you had the disc back in the day with the PlayStation get scratched. No. Um, but one of the first people who used these cartridges and popularized them was the Atari 2600 in 1977. Yes, but they made it popular, right? Another amazing development that Jerry Lawson did for the video game world is he created the eight-way joystick, right? But I think even more important than that, what he created was the pause button. Yes, the pause button. Jerry invented the pause button. Do you know what that means? Can you imagine playing a game and like, I gotta go to the bathroom, I gotta go to the bathroom. Pause. I mean, there was no pause button before. How are people even playing games without pause buttons before? Can you imagine? Like, how? I just can't imagine it. But Jerry was smart enough to be like, you know what? Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, pause. I gotta get some food, pause. We need a pause button. Let's thank Jerry for that. He created the pause button. It may seem so, it's so crazy how things that we take for granted now were like revolutionary. Something as simple as a pause button, right? On April 9th, 2011, our dear friend Jerry passed away from diabetes complications. But we want to thank Jerry Lawson for all of his work, his contributions to the industry, the video game industry, the video game world. And I'm just here to help share that information, shine light on the gentleman, let us all know who he was and what he did and how he helped revolutionize the video game world, industry, and our lives with it. And this is the Empire Podcast. My name is Antonio D. Miles. Please like, share. I hope this information is helping you guys. It's helping me. Please share it, subscribe, like, and this is day 10, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.